Greetings from Behind the Gates, a Survivor IU podcast. My name is Caleb, and I will be your host for the season. Each week, we will take a dive into the previous episode. We'll talk with a tribe member who was voted out, and we'll try to gain some insight into the game that swept across this campus right here in Bloomington last fall. This is Behind the Gates, Survivor IU Season 1, Dunn Meadow.
I'm so sad. I thought we were going to make it to the end together.
In the end, only one will remain to claim the title of sole survivor.
Lily. Ryan.
18 hours.
Lily. Ryan.
17 people.
Lily.
One survivor.
And the third player voted out of Survivor Dunn Meadow. Lily. Tribe has spoken.
Good evening. Today we are talking with Lily from the Niu tribe in Survivor Dunn Meadow.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lily.
Before we get into the episodes and what transpired out on the meadow, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Lily, where you're from, what you're studying?
Yeah, so I'm studying law and public policy. I'm from Indiana, about 2 hours north of here, and I found out about the show and I really wanted to do it. Like, it sounded so fun to me, so I immediately knew it was something I was gonna audition for.
Before signing up for the show, had you been a big fan of Survivor?
No, I had never seen it before, and I knew nothing about it. I didn't really understand or think to use a sort of strategy or I just knew nothing, nothing.
So that can be good, right?
I mean, I guess I should have done some research. I probably should have watched a few episodes. A few summers ago, my brother and I had played a version online, and that was all of the experience I had. And I had won so many times online that I was just so confident that I was gonna just be great in person.
That's cool. So going back to episode 2, I want to rewind for a second.
Yes.
You're not a fan of lowercase Greek letters, I see.
I don't even know what these signs are, guys. Oh god, okay, I got this. Minus C. No, I knew nothing about them. I didn't know what it was, and it's funny because now I'm in Greek life and I know what they all mean, and if a year later I could have been yeah, I could have said exactly what it was, but I was looking at that and I was like, nope, no idea.
So let's talk about the immunity challenge in episode 3. You sat out the ping pong challenge. Did you volunteer to do that?
So no one was saying anything about wanting to sit out, and I actually did very good at the first challenge. I ran, I was quick with it. I felt like I had good standings. I felt like I was very friendly with everybody. I was trying to play more of a social game, obviously. And so I was like, you know what? People pleaser, I'll sit out. I don't want to make anyone, whatever. So, and I thought since I didn't mess up on the first challenge that they would kind of be like, okay, she's good at challenges.
So you had mentioned earlier in the episode that you really wanted to find that hidden immunity idol that was in the challenge.
I want it really bad. I know we're supposed to prioritize winning, and I'm going to because team first, honestly, but I want the ping pong ball.
So you didn't really want to fight to participate. You decided to play, I'm going to play social game here. I'm not going to fight to put me in.
Exactly. And no one wanted to sit out. And I knew if I didn't say anything, at some point someone has to do it. And I mean, you don't want to sit out, especially when you know you could be good at the challenge, but.
So do you think they didn't want to sit out because they wanted that opportunity to find the idol?
Probably, and I think no one wanted to come off as a weaker link or that they didn't want to do it because it was an athletic challenge or something like that. But I figured since I did the athletic part in the first challenge, it would be fine. I was I'll sit out. They already saw that I can do that.
Do you think maybe the distraction of that hidden immunity idol and then trying to figure out, because they didn't know what it was, do you think it took away some of the focus from perhaps winning the game?
I just don't think they did very good at the challenge. Some of I think Abby did really well at it, but then I was rewatching and we obviously were lacking. I don't think they were really focused on balancing with the stick. They were more I want to go look in that bucket and I want to find the immunity item.
On the real Survivor, a lot of times the person voted out is someone who performed poorly during a challenge. Do
Right.
you think there was someone on NIU who fit that role who didn't perform well and should have been voted out?
Yes, I wanted Ryan to be voted out because he never showed any strengths when it came to the challenges. Like, sorry, not sorry, but he didn't.
Mhm.
And he was not talking to anyone. Like, I honestly think if he didn't, and I don't know when he gets voted out, obviously, but if he doesn't have that immunity item, like, he's not going far in my head.
On the episode, we heard a bunch of names thrown out and a bunch of different alliances. There must have been 4 or 5 alliances for a tribe of 6 people.
Yeah.
Why don't you just rewind and tell me what were your thoughts while you were going through that and what you were wanting to happen?
So I went into it, I was never going to ask anyone to be in an alliance with me. I was always just going to let it be open invite. Taylor got to me first and she was like, "Hey, let's be an alliance, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down," like cuz I knew like if someone asked me, I'm not going to say no cuz that's a free safe spot and you don't really, and I knew I wasn't going to betray anyone if I made an alliance, so I was like, "I'll make an alliance with anyone, but I got to be like careful about it."
Yeah.
But I also didn't realize that there was other alliances happening at all because 2 members of our team were super, super quiet. They didn't talk, like, they never spoke, so I never knew any of what they were even thinking.
Did you have any idea that Abby was going to flip?
No, I didn't even she does not speak. Like, we were sitting there and no words. I knew nothing.
And your choice for Ryan as the target, that was on the immunity challenge participation, right?
Yes, and I just thought it was such an easy option. Like, everyone had proven that they were a strong team member except for Ryan. So I just didn't even, like, in my head, it was so clear. But also, I wasn't thinking strategy-wise or anything like that. I was playing very naive, like, oh, it's so fun and bubbly here because I forgot that it was people actually cared about the competitive aspect. And, like, normally I'm pretty competitive, but in that, I was like, "Oh, I get to be on TV." Like, I wasn't feeling competitive, I was excited to be on TV, and I just I was like, "Oh, Ryan, weakest link, vote him out." But, like, that's so not how everyone else is gonna play the game.
You said in episode 2, and people who don't understand is this was all filmed in one day. So
Yeah.
episode 2 and episode 3 happened within an hour of each other. So
Mhm.
in episode 2, we have you on tape.
Okay, I actually love my tribe. We're all getting along great. Everyone's nice. We're working together. Communication's good.
And then a couple of hours later,
And the third player voted out of Survivor Dunn Meadow, Lily. Lily?
Yes. I wish you all luck. Kind of. Not really, actually. But good luck.
you're walking off and you're going, fake, fake.
They were fake, and it's, like, so sad because I'm watching the episodes, and as soon as, like, the first girl, like, got voted off, she was like, "Bye, guys," and then I see the second girl get voted, "Bye, guys," and then there's me, and I'm like, "Fake," because they were fake, and I am so not a fan of going against your word. I don't like lying. It's not I didn't feel like I lied to anybody. When Ryan talked to me, I was very quiet. I never said who I was voting for. I never threw a name out there because that's lying, which obviously if I were to replay, I'd lie my ass off. I get it now. We are supposed to lie. I try to play true to my word, and that got away from me really quickly. So
You were proving to someone, I'm going to be loyal, and that should be a signifier. Take me. I'm gonna be upfront with you on what I'm
I
gonna do.
just I can't, like, get myself to lie about that kind of stuff because then people rewatch or people see that and they're like, "Oh, like, she just, like," and I mean, obviously, you're supposed to lie, but in my head, I just can't do it. It's not nice, it's not kind, and it doesn't help anyone but yourself, and
So I know this is kind of a tight college community. You're not all necessarily strangers. Did you know anyone in the game before the show started?
Veronica's my roommate, and
Veronica's your roommate?
she's my best friend from high school, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We totally were gonna we, like, auditioned, we knew we were gonna do it together, but then we both knew we were gonna get on the show, and we knew we were gonna be on it together, but we did not tell each other what teams we were on until we saw each other when we got there. Like, I Ubered and she walked so we wouldn't see each other because we wanted to know, like, what would happen, you know?
I love the secrecy that you had together. But did you talk about like, hey, if we make it together in the same tribe, we're gonna work together, but we're gonna pretend like we've never even heard each other.
Well, I told her that I obviously if when it comes to it, if it came to it, I was never gonna vote for her because obviously I'm not gonna do that. But we never like said we were gonna like tell people that we knew each other because that's so stupid. Why would you do that? And so they asked me if I knew her at one point, and I said no. I was like, no, no, I don't know her. And I think they were probably on to me a little, but probably not at the same time because it was just so I mean, she got voted out second, I got voted out third, like, we're not relevant to the whole plot, you know?
Yeah. All right. I have one more question for you, and it is the most important question.
Okay.
Orange beanie, dope or nope?
Dope.
All right.
And dope is the answer.
Lily, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your schedule to talk with us today. I hope you enjoyed your experience on Survivor, and we look forward to hearing from you more in the
Love
future.
it. Yes, thank you so much.
I was fooled. I was tricked. I'm not that mad though. It's okay. I don't know, honestly. It was split, it was 2-4. So someone had my back and the rest of them didn't. But I was the one played like a fiddle. So it's okay.